Pentanet Stadium is the site as we close out round 2 of the WAFL. It's West Perth and Perth for your Saturday afternoon local footy fix. Both teams coming into this matchup undefeated, 1-0 after triumphant wins for both teams last weekend. West Perth coming in heavily rested. They played Thursday night here at home too. They snatched a very late victory off Claremont, with Keegan Knott closing out the game in the dying stages. A left foot snap from the pocket to the left of your screen. Absolutely outstanding from Keegan Knott. West Perth as many as 7 or 8 goals down at some points of that game after taking the lead early. Managed to come back and close things out here at Pentanet Stadium, and will likely come in into today's game as favourites as they face off against the Demons, who had a good win of their own, an upset against Subiaco last week, where they defeated the Lions 10-10-70 to 8-8-56 in a tribute to their teammate Dakota Baldwin-Wright at home at Laugh Lane. They broke a 17-game losing streak, the Demons, last week during that win, so they pulled all stops out at Mineral Resources Park. West Perth, they got up 2 points. Claremont, final score was 11-9-75 to 11-7-73. As a matter of fact, they've won 24 of their past 25 games against Perth. The last loss coming in 2021. Before that, 2011. Big game on tap today. Jasper Scaife had a goal on debut last week. There he is on the screen, wearing the number 40. And we'll be looking for another big effort from him today as he lines up for goal in the warm-up. Shouldn't be too far away from Saturday afternoon action. Earlier today, we had 3 games played, and East Fremantle look to be putting up a show against Claremont. 11-1-67. They lead with a few seconds left in the third quarter to 2-5-17. Not very good for Claremont. At 11 a.m. this morning, the West Coast WAFL team knocked off, the West Coast WAFL team were knocked off by South Fremantle 22-11, 143, defeated 8-7-55 as the West Coast WAFL team's woes continue, and we'll keep you up to date with this one throughout today's contest. With not too long left in the second quarter, East Perth leads Swan Districts 10-6-66 to 9-8-62 as we see the Perth Demons break the huddle and make their way to the centre bounce. West Perth tend to stay in the huddle a bit longer than most sides. Still getting ready to go. Brock Carter was absolutely outstanding last week on debut. Had close to 50 hitouts, I believe. And will be starting in the ruck today. On the screen there, Josh Edwards, the Demons' new signing from the West Coast WAFL side. Played 18 career games. He kicked a goal last week in his debut for the Demons. Trent Manzoni also comes back into the side. He's a Demon as of 2023. Played with West Perth for a long time before that. 163 games he's played, most of them with the club here in Joondalup. And after a week in the reserves last week, finds his way into the lineup. Starting in the ruck today will be Josh Edwards. As I mentioned, the new signing from the West Coast WAFL side. And we're ready to get underway. He'll face off against Brock Carter. Connor West on the screen there, former West Coast Eagle, in his 45th game of WAFL League footy. Back with the club as of last week. after his stint with West Coast. Here we go. Carter wins it down convincingly. West takes it, handballs it through to Meadows. Digs the handball out, and West Perth could just about be away here. West got the handball away, kicked to right half forward, spoiled down by the Demons. Round the back went Griffith Julian, and the Demons recover. It was Taylor who got the handball away. Tackled and brought to ground with Elijah Scoble. Debuted for the club last week. Around 10 players in the Demons lineup today who played their first game of WAFL footy either last week or this week. Throwing it onto the boot was Shane Nelson. Kick intercepted, mark paid late. It's Matthew Taylor. Taylor stops up and floats a kick out to Dan Hill. He switches it out to the far side of the ground as the Demons look to work their way out of defensive 50. Ball picked up by Paul. Got the handball away. The intended target was Chaplin. He kicked a goal in debut last week in their win over Subiaco at Lathlane. And we'll see a boundary throw in on the far side of the ground. Couple of minutes gone. Both sides yet to stay in the score sheet. Boundary throw in. Edwards and Carter. Carter, clean tap. West tackling. Tackle made on Charlie Constable, who's moved over to Western Australia after a stint with Geelong and Gold Coast in the AFL. Played a handful of games in his career over a few years. Kicking it inside 50's Corey Rundle, or to the paint of 50 was Corey Rundle. Recovered by Damarty, got the handball away to Keitel. Keitel's kick was smothered. Damarty overran it. Coming in and scooping it up was Scoble. Not before it reached the boundary. West Perth on the paint of their attacking 50. Carter got a convincing tap down. Thompson lost the ball. West recovered it, got the handball away. Coming in and scooping it up was Manzoni, the former Falcon, as the ball goes back to whence it came. Out of bounds on the paint of 50 at right half forward, Falcons end. Carter and Edwards. Carter convincing. Meadows and Manzoni battling for it. It was Meadows who got it away. Here's Connor West. Evades one but dropped the footy. Thompson recovers it and the Demons get out through Constable. Mark was smothered, but Carey recovers it. And Constable again. Good kick through the corridor. But it was marked by Skender easily. Here's Dean Munns. It's Johnson on the overlap. Johnson stabs it forward. Carter was virtually uncontested but couldn't bring it in. Receiving the handball now is Byrne. Puts it out to the far side of the ground and nearly marking was Clark. Demons almost would have been away there. Kick floated on the far side of the ground. Black recovers it. Not able to bring it in was Hobley. We'll go around the grounds during the quarter-time break and see what's going on around the rest of the WAFL. One of the great benefits of starting at 4 p.m. Plenty to dive into and discuss from the games that were today. Carter brings it in, threw it on the boot, but it was smothered and recovered by the Demons, who sent it straight back the other way. Overrunning it was Simpson, bringing it in and making the tackles Johnson. And he's been caught with the ball. So a free kick paid to Ben Johnson in his 56th game of WAFL League footy. Throwing it out to the far side of the ground. Bit of kick mark here from West Perth. We're going to Send a low ball down the line. Kane Bevan, Jack Clark medalist in the reserves in 2022. Floats it into right half forward. Meadows underneath it, nearly brought it in, and now he wheels away. Centering ball and marked by Knott. Kicked the game winner last week, Keegan Knott, his 115th game of WAFL footy. Had 2 in that game, one of many multiple goal scorers for West Perth. This is well within his range. He gets the handball away, and another centering kick finds Luke Meadows. Another veteran of the West Perth side. Meadows will line up from a slightly better angle and about 3 to 5 metres closer than Knott would have taken the kick from. 14 goals last year. This will be his first of this season, Luke Meadows. Lines it up from 47 metres. Distance, no problem. Started right and stayed right. And that will be the first behind of the game. Demons thump it out from fullback. Good mark taken. And a floating kick finds Nelson. Nelson floats it to the top of the goal square. Sitting underneath it, Keegan Knott. Collecting it's Brogan Henry. Handball away. Could the Demons be out of trouble here? Elijah Scoble. Little chip kick to the back pocket. Another chip kick finds Corey Byrne. He slows things down. Working the ball to the edge of the centre square. Flicked over the back of the contest. Handball went away and the Demons recover again. This time Davis sends it inside 50, and for the second time this game, the ball that's gone inside the Demons 50 has been intercepted by the West Perth defence. That time it was Skender who got the kick away to West, and West would probably want that kick back. Nearly recovered by Simpson. The Demons do recover it though. Here's Chaplin. Sends it straight back inside 50. One-on-one contest. Marking is Clark. Aaron Clark debuted for the Demons side last week. Kicked 3 goals too on debut, which was more than the difference in the margin that they won by. A key contributor in the early stages of his career. The 24-year-old lines up for the first goal of the day. Goal umpire barely moved. Demons on the board. 1 straight. Leads 1 behind.
One of Dad's old mates from the bar.
Beautiful work there against Catchard. Also kicked, against Skender. And we're back to the centre ball up. Who was building the WAFL. One straight leads 1 behind. The away side with the first major of the afternoon. Neither up too convincing with the tap, taking it straight out of there's Cooley. Cooley floats a high ball, edge of the centre square. Nelson wrestled for it, got the handball away, found Griffith Julian. Now the Demons recover it through Cooley. Oh, that was kicking in danger as he went to soccer that out of midair. And now West Perth are away here. Connor West kicks it out to the near wing, catching it on the run. Cooper Todd sends it inside 50, and right underneath it was Jasper Scaife. And he looks ready to line up for goal here. It'll be from at least on the pane of 50, 45-degree angle. This for West Perth's first of the day. Kicked a goal on debut last week, Jasper Scaife. This will take everything he has. For West Perth's first of the afternoon, Jasper Scaife, 51 metres, started right, hook left, distance no problem. It's their first major of the afternoon. West Perth take back the lead. 1-1. Leads one straight. Straight to the bench for a spell, Jasper Scaife. As I said, goal on debut last week. It was a brilliant atmosphere here at Pentanet for the WAFL Wonderland game. West Perth nearly let that game slip away completely and worked themselves back into it. Carter gets up high for the tap. Over the top of it, Thompson. Handball away. Found Cooley. Cooley sends it inside 50. Ball's about 25 metres out. Spills down to ground. Johnson over the top of it. Did he get taken without the ball? Handball goes away from Scurrier. Griffith Julian. It was a well-weighted kick to DeMarty, but didn't quite get there. Daniel Hill sends it back inside 50 for the Demons. Marking is Gordon. Many intercept marks last week for Gordon. And here he is standing up for his side again. Playing on Scurrier. Far side of the ground, nearly found Meadows, fumbled the mark. Clark comes in over the top to make the tackle. Ball spills loose on the ground. Regan Clark sends it goalward. And it's through the left-hand side for a behind. Perth will bring it in from fullback now. Ball floated right over the top, all of 50 metres for Connor West. West sends it straight back. Munns. Now Skender. Down to the far side as West Perth switch it to the other side of the ground. Meadows marks. Luke Meadows wheels around, sends it down the line. And marking, playing high up the ground is Keegan Knott. Knott plays on. Sends it further down the line, and underneath it's Keitel. Keitel wheels around and goes, sends it in the Scaife direction. He's right underneath it and marks. Kicked their first and only goal of this game, Jasper Scaife, in his second game of league footy. It's a tight angle. And we'll take it from at least 40 out. Floating high ball. Goal umpire does not move. Scaife has his second. What a goal that was. Talk about a two-headed monster in the West Perth forward line, Scaife and Keitel. They'll be giving opposition defenders nightmares all season. Jasper Scaife, the 19-year-old. Kicks 22 goals, 14 in the reserves competition. His first season of reserves competition. Prior to that, 20 goals in the Colts competition in only 10 games. You can set your watch to it. So Scaife moves into the ruck. get too convincing of a tap. Ball goes straight down and called for holding the ball. Cooley. Long high ball into the Demons 50. Skender was underneath it. Fumbled the mark but got the kick away. Manzoni. Kick was smothered. Chaplin got the handball. Manzoni nearly recovers it. And it's his old side, but the ball goes out of bounds. Scaife rocking against Chaplin. Chaplin thumped it into the Demons 50, where it was recovered by Johnson. He was tackled, just got the handball away, so too did DeMarty. Gordon nearly clears it, kick smothered, got it on the second bite. Now Meadows receives. The ball goes out of bounds off the Meadows kick. Here's Manzoni, been active early against his old club, sends the ball inside 50, flyers went up, spilled over the back of the contest and spilled even further over the boundary line.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for that. And then the parents can kind of be on the ground if they need help with anything or whatever.
Rocks tap it down, tackle made. Scaife got the handball away, clearing it is Gordon. Strong mark, Kerner. Floats it to the edge of the centre square where Black marks. Black a little flick out wide. West Perth daring through the corridor. Here's Hobley. Sends it inside 50. Keitel and not working together. Keitel off the outside of the boot. That's a brilliant goal. The big man does the groundwork and puts up West Perth's third. Tyler Keitel kicked 3 goals last week. Is he on track to get 67 or 68 to beat last year's tally? Perth winning the inside 50 battle thanks to my stats assistant Fraser. Yet, as we can see, West Perth look very much the better team, entering 50 and being efficient. Not entering 50, but being efficient when they do enter 50. Play continues. Meadows got it after it was punched out of the air, spun in the tackle, got the handball away. Brogan Henry lost the footy. Knott sends it back. Keitel, handball away. Black in front, through for the goal. There's that efficiency inside 50. Four straight for the Falcons. Scaife twice. Keitel and Black. Keitel unselfish in that instance too. Hands it straight off to the 5-time best and fairest for this football club, 2014 Sandover medalist. In his 253rd game of WAFL footy, and mind you, there was a break with a little stint of the Eagles in between that. Carter, very convincing tap down. Manzoni used the body well, but West recovers. Just floats it forward. Brogan Henry was there, but Kernet has done a brilliant job. He smothered it and floats it inside 50, scapes underneath and marks. Scaife for his third in this quarter. In just his second game of WAFL League footy, 19 years old. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for Jasper Scaife, formerly of the Quinns District Junior Football Club. Off a step. Straight through for a goal. That's 5 straight for the home side. 3 of those 5 coming from that man, Jasper Scaife. Connor West up to 8 touches now after that passage. Tied with Ben Johnson. They lead the disposal count for West Perth. On the other side, Charlie Thompson has 5 for the Demons. Byrne, Cooley and Scoble, all with 4 each as we move into time on here. Kick sent straight through the middle. Corey Rundle. The Falcons are back inside 50. Black's underneath the ball. Nearly took in the mark. Got the handball away. DeMarty kicked it around the body. Scaife's going for it. Perth defence stand up well, but throwing it onto the boot was Shane Nelson. 5-time best and fairest for this club. And through for a behind. 5-2 leads 1-1 here at Pentanet Stadium. Saturday afternoon WAFL, late game, 4 p.m. start. We're going to get used to these late games, West Perth, the way they're going. Brogan Henry throws it onto the boot. Big contest underneath it. West just got it onto the boot. Tackle made. And the umpire will have it. Carter and Edwards. Oh, big tackle there from Rundle. Umpire will have it again. Rucks go at it. Edwards with the tap. Edwards stoops down and picks it up himself. Tackled by his opposing ruck. And Carter. Bevan got the hands away. Hobley sends it into the right forward pocket. It overshot the contest between Keitel and Catchard. Scoble run. Edwards taps it down. Demons nearly clear it. And they recover it straight back from the Falcons. Handball went away from Byrne, but the Falcons recover, send it back inside 50. Spills over the back of the contest. Kernet running onto it. Big tackle from Kernet. And the handball was made. This strange passage of play there. And a behind. Brogan Henry clears it from 50 into a one-on-one contest. Ball spills out. It was a slow start out of the middle for West Perth. Now dominating in the clearances. Unfortunately not tracked on the WAFL website, but you can definitely feel the momentum shifting their way. Edwards tapped that. Julian brought it in. He was tackled straight away by Simpson. Carter taps. Davis clears. Mark wasn't taken. Spilt over the back. 2-on-1. Good hustle there from Camp, but he caught him without the ball. Free kick will be paid to Zach Gordon. Floating kick. Didn't reach the intended target. And a little bit of afters there. That's the interchange. Boundary throw-in. Tap down easily, Edwards, but to the advantage of West. West, Nelson, back to Nelson. Ball was definitely touched off the boot from right underneath our commentary position, but the mark was paid. Pull. Sends the Demons down the line. Thumped out of the contest. Meadows recovers in space, sends it right into the corridor. Damati underneath it. Left foot kick straight forward. Black had to work for that. Didn't quite take the mark. Good work from Hill, who nearly cleared it. Now the handball finds Meadows. Free kick paid, holding the man. West Perth will have a shot on goal through Keegan Knott, who was held as he bent down for the footy. See the replay here. And straight away, puts through the goal. Barely gave us time to look at the replay, Keegan Knott, and handed it off to Johnson. Showing his class there, Ben Johnson, distributing off half-back and finishing with the goal. My apologies, I was looking at the replay there, and then Keegan Knott's handed it off to Ben Johnson. Through for the Falcons, 6-3 leads 1-1, 39-7. 32 points the margin here at Pentanet Stadium. Early for a 32-point margin. Now West Perth with a head of steam, sending it goalward again. And that's their 7th, this time through Kane Bevan. And that is his first goal in WAFL League footy, Kane Bevan. We can barely keep up with the number of goals that West Perth are scoring at this stage of the game. 49 leads 7. A surge of goals. That's 7 straight. Siren due to sound any moment. Nearly 30 minutes gone in this one. Carter with a convincing tap. Ball finds Preston Coates. Kicked out to the far side of the ground. Running onto it and collecting is Scaria. Griffith Julian. He's right underneath it. Julian, high ball down the far wing, intercepted by Preston Coates on debut for the Perth Demons side. 7-3-45 leads 1-1-7 here at Pentanet Stadium. Saturday afternoon WAFL action on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au. Perth with a bit of kick to kick, but they finally send one forward with some intent. The big ruck Edwards hacks at it with the foot out of the air. Ball trickles over the boundary. 30 minutes gone. It's a 38-point margin. as we near the end of the first term. West Perth with 40 more disposals. Again, thanks to our statistician, Fraser Hill. Ball bounced straight back out of 50, but West Perth recover. Did well to get the ball on the boot. Ball on the boot, Bevan. Pull. Kicks it as the siren sounds, and it's a 38-point lead for the Falcons here at Pentanet Stadium. Things coming to them a lot easier than they did in the early stages of last week's game, prior to them kicking 8 straight. 7 straight here today in the first quarter alone. Nearly matched it. Ben Johnson leads the disposal count for West Perth, tied with Connor West, 10 each. Shane Nelson just behind on 9. Luke Meadows on 8. On the other side, Charlie Thompson has 7. The other Charlie Constable, has 6. Cooley, Hill and Scoble with 5 each. Clark opened the scoring for the Demons. He kicked 3 last week in his WAFL debut. He's already kicked 1 today. It was the first of the game and the only of the game so far for the Demons. After that, it was Scaife, Keitel, Black, Scaife, Johnson and Bevan, who made up 7 straight for the Falcons here at Pentanet Stadium as we head into the quarter-time break. Thanks for joining us. We hope you'll stick around for the rest of the afternoon as the other games wrap up. We'll look to them at the end of the quarter-time break. But for now, this is WAFL Saturday afternoon action on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au.
This WAFL stream is brought to you by Maxxis Tyres. Performance when it's wanted, safety when it's needed.
I love a sunburnt country. A land of sweeping plains, of ragged mountain ranges, of drought and flooding rains. When the lucky country isn't so lucky,
Lucky you're with Amy.
The stadium is the host. Draw the battle lines. You acknowledge your opponent on the field and in the stands. You hear that deafening chant. It's sometimes just one among the many. It's them that unites us. Bring them on.
Maxxis Tyres. From an impressive heritage, tyres that deliver safety and performance on and off-road. Maxxis Tyres. Performance when it's wanted, safety when it's needed.
Punt from 50, win. Little too into the game, win. Too cocky, almost a win. Risking it all for the glory, win. It's win-win at the WAFL. Great footy, food and entertainment. Find out more at waffle.com.au.
At Truck Assist, we only cover one thing. Specifically, trucks for landscaping, trucks for cabinet making, bed trucks. Smell that bread truck. Trucks for chippies, ones for brickies. Oh, and really big vans. We get your business sorted. With roadside assist if your battery says nope. Downtime cover if this is your only hope. And motor cover if things don't go to plan.
G'day, mate.
That's insurance from the specialists. Truck Assist, it's what we do.
You come from the Pilbara, it's very daunting coming to Optus full stop, let alone coming out in the grass.
In my head at the start, I realised there was thousands of people watching me.
Was that scary or was that exciting?
was played by...
My young fellow was stoked as soon as he got the message. They've been bragging about it at school. It's been the talk of school. It's all about what might happen down the line because of moments like this. Football, but teammates and the way they bond afterwards is what it's all about.
This WAFL stream is brought to you by Truck Assist. Insurance to keep on earning.
Welcome back. Late Saturday afternoon WAFL action on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au. Luke Worthington joining you for the call-off. Mike is my statistician. Fraser, who's been helpful in the opening stages of this game. 7-3-45 leads 1-1-7. Now, I understand there's been some issues with the scoreboard on your screen. It's being fixed as we speak, but I'll keep you up to date with the score. So keep this one in mind. 7-3-45 leads 1-1-7. That's West Perth leading the Perth Demons here at Pentanet Stadium. So I'll make sure that you're all across what's going on here this afternoon. 7 straight for the Falcons after Aaron Clark kicked the first of the day for Perth. Around the grounds, South Fremantle earlier today in the morning at 11:10 a.m. at Mineral Resources Park defeated the West Coast WAFL side, whose woes continue. 22-11, 143, wow, to 8-7-55. Games are currently underway. 4 minutes into the fourth term at Revo Fitness Stadium, East Fremantle lead Claremont, who put up a great fight last week at Pentanet Stadium. Surprised to see them down by so much. Reigning premiers East Fremantle, though, 14-5-89 leads 4-8-32 East Fremantle over Claremont. Quickly, we'll go to Sullivan Logistics Stadium, where East Perth lead 12-7-79 over Swan Districts, 9-14-68. Fourth term underway there, and the second term underway here at Pentanet Stadium as we get back underway. Edwards a convincing tap down. Hacked at by Byrne, who sends it to the paint of 50. So many bodies around the football as Meadows is the one to recover it. He's tackled, brought to ground, and the umpire will have it. Elsewhere as well in the AFL, if you actually don't want to know this score, I'll give you a moment as play resumes to be prepared for when I say it. Meadows got it onto the boot. West recovered it. He just got the handball away. Johnson sends it forward. Keitel nearly got over the back of it. Damarty got the handball away. Ball sent inside 50. Scaife, he's kicked 3 goals already today. Couldn't quite stoop down and grab it, but he made the tackle. And the umpire will have it again. So in the AFL, block your ears now if you don't want to hear the score. Carlton, 10-point victors over Fremantle. 10-13-73 to 9-9-63. Snatching victory in the late stages of the fourth term after a back and forth affair. But meanwhile, a shot on goal from the Falcons sails out to the left-hand side and through for a behind from Nelson. (7-3-45) leads 1-1-7. Handball by Davis. Perth. Cooley with the football. Kick down the far wing, edge of the centre square. Handball got away where it nearly found Kemp. Falcons about to recover, but Kemp gets it, got the handball away. The shot on goal and through. Simpson, in his second game of WAFL footy, kicks his first league goal. And again, Perth have the first goal of the term. This time coming through Simpson, Sam Simpson. Debuted last week against Subiaco. Playing with his socks up as well, good to see. A lost footy aesthetic as the years have gone on. Actually becoming a little bit more common in the AFL, so hopefully we'll see more of it. (7-4-46) leads 2-1-13. Tap down, Thompson didn't bring it in, but he got it on the second bite and hacked it away. That might have been a push in the back, but it wasn't paid. Griffith Julian overran it. There they are again, the Demons. Another shot on goal. That's their second of the term. Austin Davis kicked one last week against Subiaco and responds with their second of the term, for the Demons. 7-4-46. Leads 3-1-19. And again, if you're just joining us, some issues with the scoreboard graphics showing on your screen. So I'll go a bit more radio style and make sure that you're constantly aware of the score here. Edwards taps it down. Here come the Demons again. Sent inside 50. Underneath it, nearly marked. Simpson tried to recover it. Spilled through his legs. He collects it. Dropped the ball. Crowd want holding the ball, and they will get it. And no, he's been caught without it. So he'll line up for his second. Confused there for a second. I definitely thought he was holding the ball, but from our vantage point, it looked like he did have it, but from directly where he was standing, evidently he did not. Sam Simpson. This will be his second in the last 4 minutes, and his second career WAFL lead goal. No trouble for the goal umpire. That's Perth's third of the term and Simpson's second. A dominant start by the Demons. Came down hard there. But the umpire evidently making the correct decision in the end. Ball up. Moving it out of there is Carter. Out to the far side of the grounds. Running onto it is Julian. And has to jump the fence to stop his run. 7-4-46 leads 4-1-25. Just over 5 minutes gone, maybe 6 minutes gone. As it's a boundary throw-in. On the far side of the ground at Pentanet Stadium. Edwards wrapped up in a tackle by Rundle. Umpire will have it again. Just got boot to ball, Bevan. Underneath it, mark wasn't paid. It was too short of a distance, Simpson. 2 goals this term, Simpson. Not too much of a wind advantage at all today. Windsock's barely moving, but all but 1 goal has been scored to the right of your screen. So clearly a scoring end despite virtually no movement from the wind. Underneath it, marking is Chaplin. Well-weighted kick forward, Bodle. Bodle sends the Demons nearly back inside 50. It was blocked on the paint of it. Tackle made. The Demons fans want ball and they'll get it. Jed Kemp, little flick pass, finds Manzoni. And Trent Manzoni will line up. Johnson's on the mark about 49.5 metres out. Tough angle, tough distance. And this would be a goal against his old side. Wheels around the mark from right on the paint of 50, floats it in, might just be a little bit short. It's definitely just a little bit short. Handball got out of there, collected by Clark. Handball to Kemp. Jed Kemp wrapped up in the tackle. Demons working well here. Thompson on the left boot. Snapped it and missed. (7-4-46) leads 4-2-26. That's West Perth leading Perth here at Pentanet Stadium. Perth have kicked 3 straight after West Perth kicked 7 straight. All 3 of those goals from Perth coming this quarter. The other goal was the first of the game through Aaron Clark. West Perth thumping kick down the far wing, right underneath it, and marking is Poole, and now the Demons have a little bit of momentum. A lot of dare through the corridor. Handball away from Byrne. Sent forward and recovered by the Falcons, but it's taken back by the Demons straight away. Here's Chaplin. Wheels around, left boot to the top of right half forward. Over the top of it is Clark, who's tackled out of bounds. Boundary throw-in. Neither ruck's able to get a good hand to it. Johnson recovers. Been brilliant off half-back today. Oh, Paul smothered by his own teammate. Now the Demons recover. Evades the tackle as Byrne sends it to the nearly top of the goal square. Snapped and through for a behind from Jed Kemp. 2 behinds in a row now for the Demons. They've held the Falcons to only 1 behind for this term. They've kicked 3 goals too. (7-4-46) leads 4-3-27. Oh, nearly marking was Nelson, but he was under some heavy pressure. Demons might recover here. They've brought it in. Crown want ball. Umpire will have it. Taking it straight out of the ruck and snapping around the bodies, Edwards. Was it behind the whole way, but has it been called out of bounds? I believe it might have been. So it's kicked straight to Gordon. Keitel goes up, nearly marks. Preston Coates got the handball away to Canelio. Marked it right half forward by the Demons, now coming straight through. Davis sends it goalward. It started left and stayed left and hit the left hand behind post. The ball remains in the Demons attacking 50. Excellent pressure from them in their attacking half so far for this second term. West Perth have barely had a chance. Shoots over the top of Meadows' hands. Handball dug out to West. He stops and looks for Keitel, who's right underneath it. He fumbled the mark, but could be ahead here. Got tackled straight away. Damati comes in. He's tackled too. And brought in for a ball up. Ball hacked that off the ground by Thompson, who gets brought down in the tackle by Meadows. Ball up again. Went straight down to Damati, who sent it inside 50. All these players looking into the sun as they went for it, but scooped straight away by Julian Goldwood. And through the right-hand side. Regan Clark in his 50th game. Oh, great pressure there from the Falcons, and coming in and snatching it's Gordon and tracked that down beautifully. Gordon and sends it to left half forward. Keitel marks. Centering ball to the top of the square. There's no one home. It nearly bounced through. It did bounce through for a goal. It looked like a centering ball. It looked like a behind. In the end, it was a goal. That's his second of the game for Tyler Keitel. What a great goal. Eight 5:53 leads 4-2 26. Yeah, 4-3 27. So there's actually a behind missing on the scoreboard here at Pentanet Stadium. I did catch that one earlier and started to get confused, but the scoreboard here at Pentanet Stadium showing incorrectly. Meadows evades the tackle. Dug out the handball. Hobley chunks it on the boot. West Perth surging forward now through the corridor. Black underneath it, marks. Aaron Black, over 250 games played for the club, 10 goals last year. This will be his first of the season. From all of 46 metres, no problem for Black. West Perth respond with 2 straight. That's his second. Rather his second of the season than his first. So 9-5-59 leads 4-3-27. Over 15 minutes gone, 16 minutes gone. Black bounce to the far wing. And we're back underway. Tap down, brought in by Bevan. Falcons with the momentum now after 3 straight from Perth to open proceedings here in the second term. Holding the ball. Handball got out to Meadows. That's a big kick. That's a goal. 3 straight for West Perth. A 7-goal second term between both of these sides. The opening 3 came from the Demons. It was Simpson, Austin, and Simpson again. And then Keitel, Black, and Meadows. West Perth. West Perth, super efficient, heading inside 50. They've entered 19 times, scored 16 of them, 10 of them goals. As for Perth, they've gone inside 50 16 times, scored 7 of them, 4-3-27. Our scoreboard's now back. So you can hopefully see that now in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. And won't be relying on me to give you shoddy score updates. Sending it inside 50. Simpson, mark nearly taken, but free kick paid for high contact. So lining up for goal again will be Aaron Clark. He kicked the first goal of the game. This will be for his second. And to break 3 goals in a row for the Falcons, who lead by 38 points. Just to cut the margin down to 32. It'll be their 4th goal of the term. His second of the day. Kicked 3-2 last weekend on debut against Subiaco. This just better than a 45-degree angle. 48 metres out, and it hooked left. Might have even been, it was touched on the line before it went through. Johnson will take the kick in. Johnson runs it out from full-back. Daring kick straight down the middle of the corridor where Bevan marks. Has an option on the near wing. It's Hobley. Underneath it. Black, the overlap option. Puts it on the right boot. Sends it forward. Keitel's mark was smothered. Davis got the handball away. Back to Davis again. Well-placed kick finds Bodle. Sends it in board markings Thompson. On the run now, Cooley. Falcons recover. Handball out from Thompson. Wrapped up in the tackle, just got the kick away. Cleared by Hobley. Running onto it and collecting it's Taylor. Handball to the edge of the centre square, Hill. Fumbling it around a little bit here. Brogan Henry hacked at it. Umpire will bring it in and slow down the chaos slightly. And so the scoreboard's now been updated, the manual scoreboard here at Pentanet Stadium that you can see on your screen now. So the correct short score now showing 10-5-65 to 4-4-28, which is now also available on your screen as the graphic has been repaired. And apologies and thanks for sticking with us in the early stages of the game while our director looked into that. Catchard brought it in, tackled straight away. Umpire will have it again. Time on now in the second term. It's been a surge of goals from both sides. 6 total in this term, 3 apiece. Perth, though, winning the quarter on the basis of 3 behinds to 1. West sends it inside 50, but it sails across and rolls its way out of bounds. It'll be a boundary throw in deep in West Perth attacking territory. As I said before, they've been super efficient entering inside 50. This will be the 20th time now. Including behinds, it's a 75% clip for scoring when they enter. Good intercept mark. Carter the ruckman. Centering ball. Running onto it now is Kernet. Kernet stoops down, collects it, evades the tackler, snaps around the body. That's a brilliant goal from Kernet. And that'll be one of the goals of the round. That's outstanding from Kernet. That's his first goal of the season. He kicked 13 last year. As he goes to the bench for a spell. 11-5-72. Leads 4-4-28. Saturday afternoon WAFL action on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au. We'll keep you up to date with the scores from around the grounds here in the West Australian Football League and a couple of the AFL results from earlier in the day as we close out this Saturday. It's some WAFL footy. Julian couldn't get hands to it, so too couldn't Thompson. Hobley found Meadows. Meadows didn't get it on the first bite and walked straight into a gang tackle, brought down to ground hard by Cooley. As his mate Keegan Knott comes in to make sure he's all right. Carter thumps it forward. Smothered by Meadows. That was beautiful, and it sent West Perth straight back the other way. Nelson kicked forward, recovered by the Demons though. Poole tackled by Knott. Clearing Thompson. Forward for West. Just managed to get the kick out of the tackle. The Demons recover. Running with it is Jacob Canelio. Got the handball away, back to Canelio. Snapped and sent down the line. Players really staring into the sun in this position of the field. It might not show so much on your screen, but a tough position for them to be. And it's spilt out the back of the contest into a one-on-one contest in the forward 50. Wasn't marked, was cleared and sent to the boundary line. Is this going to be paid deliberate? Based on some previous umpiring decisions, you may think so, and it has been. So Chaplin running with it, sends it to the forward pocket, nearly marked. Off hands, stays in bounds. Gordon and does great. So does Johnson. Floating kick went over the top of West. Simpson got the handball away. Clark sends it back inside 50, and it's marked by Davis. Is Davis going to back himself from here? It will be from at least 52 out. I see he likes to wheel around and play on. Davis, this is his 67th game. Kicked 8 goals last year, 1 last week. Wheels around on the left boot. Distance is not a problem. It is a little bit, but it goes through for a rush behind. They've started very well and dropped at the end. Up from full back to Nelson. Bevan's underneath it. And Zoni dug the, Canelio dug the handball out. As Perth rebounds. Canelio though, underneath it, marks. Sends the Demons straight back inside 50, marking. And high contact paid, free kick. And that will go the way of Corey Byrne. A veteran of the club who will line up for his first of the season. Over 100 games played, kicked 7 last year. This will be from 49 metres out. Directly in front. Corey Byrne to break the drought of 4 straight for West Perth. That's a great goal. That's Perth's 4th of the term. An 8-goal second term, 4 apiece. (11-5-71) leads 5-5, 35. It's been a good game of footy, despite the strong lead from West Perth at this stage of the game. Sun in a really awkward position to the left of your screen, around left half forward on the grandstand or commentary wing of the grounds, just for your information. If you see any blunders underneath there, here comes Griffith Julian, got the handball all the way to Kernan. This is for his second on the run, through for a goal. Sasha Kernan responds straight away for the Falcons. 12-5-77 leads 5-4-33. Straight away from the centre bounce. Bevan, Julian, Kernan unloads through for the Falcons' 12th and his second. He's kicked the last 2 in a row for the last 2 of the Falcons' goals. Perth's work quickly undone in this second term. They worked so hard kicking the first 3 of this term. West Perth respond with 3 of their own, and then as soon as they kick another one, the Falcons respond for a Kernan with his second. Scaife came steaming through, handball got away. Perth with the footy now, floated. Unable to mark it, looking directly into the sun was Chaplin. Constable got Kerry got the handball away. Cooley sends it inside 50, intercept mark right underneath it. Was Skender. Now Nelson. West Perth will slow things down. Over 30 minutes gone. Siren due at any moment. Munns. Sends it down the scoreboard wing. Kernan over the top of it. 2 goals this half. Got the handball away to Bevan, who sends it into an open forward 50. Scaife's running onto it. Has pressure coming. Scaife soccers. And it's gone out of bounds. So it'll be a boundary throw in. This could very well close out the second term in the first half. 12-5-77 leaves 5-4-33. 44-point margin. Tapped down by the Demons. Was that high contact? It was. And it'll likely be a shot on the siren for Kane Bevan. The Jack Clark medalist in the 2022 WAFL Colts competition. And this will be for his first league goal, straight through. The Falcons have 2 in a row. Siren still hasn't sounded, but it has been a terrific half of footy. 10 goals that we've witnessed. 6 of them coming from the Falcons, 4 from the Falcons, 4 of them coming from the Demons. But for now, it's 13-5-83 to 5-5-35. Over 33 minutes gone. In this second term. And the siren will go at any moment. Scaife Rucking taps it down. West Perth recover. Bevan after the goal tries to snap it around the body. Constable just got hands away. Clark. Now Edwards sends it forward. Floated inside 50. Mark was nearly taken. Siren sounds.
That's half-time here at Pentanet Stadium.
A 10-goal second term between both sides, and 50 points is the margin. 13-5-83 leads 5-4. 5-5-35.
Feel free to have a kick-to-kick on the oval. That's a lot of fun out there.
Disposal leaders for the game so far. Shane Nelson has 17 for West Perth. Ben Johnson 15. Connor West 15. On the other side, Jack Cooley has 15 for the Demons. Then it's Jake Canelio with 14 and Charlie Thompson with 12. The other Charlie Constable, just behind him with 11. So does Davis. Inside 50 count so far. 21-26. And would you believe it? It's the Demons leading that count, despite the 10 scoring opportunities that has made up 5 goals and 5 behinds. The Falcons have entered inside 50 21 times and scored 18 of them. It's been a terrific game so far, despite the 50-point margin, the 48-point margin, and plenty more to come. Goal scorers on the for this game so far. There's been 5 multiple goal scorers and 7 total for the Falcons. Jasper Scaife has 3. Bevan, Black, Keitel and Kernet all have 2 each. Kernet with 2 this turn. And Ben Johnson and Luke Meadows both with 1 each. Sam Simpson has 2 for the Demons. Byrne, Clark and Davis. They all have 1 each. The ruck battle's been a tight one so far. Brock Carter with 22 hit-outs and Josh Edwards with 19. They've been going at it all day. We'll be back after the major break, and we'll bring you around the grounds for the WAFL, which most of the games should have wrapped up by then, so we'll be able to give you some final scores. And for the AFL, we'll look at what's gone on throughout the day. But for now, here at Pentanet Stadium, 13-5-83, West Perth lead Perth 5-5-35. Saturday afternoon WAFL action on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au.
This WAFL stream is brought to you by Maxxis Tyres. Performance when it's wanted, safety when it's needed.
I love a sunburnt country. A land of sweeping plains, of ragged mountain ranges, of drought and flooding rains. When the lucky country isn't so lucky.
Lucky you're with Amy.
The stadium is the host. Draw the battle lines. You acknowledge your opponent on the field and in the stands. You hear that deafening chant. It's sometimes just one among the many. It's them that unites us. Bring them on.
Maxxis Tyres. From an impressive heritage, tyres that deliver safety and performance on and off-road. Maxxis Tyres. Performance when it's wanted, safety when it's needed.
Punt from 50, win. Little too into the game, Win. Too cocky? Nah, almost a win. Risking it all for the glory. Win. It's win-win at the WAFL. Great footy, food and entertainment. Find out more at waffle.com.au.
At Truck Assist, we only cover one thing. Specifically, trucks for landscaping, trucks for cabinet making, bed trucks. Smell that bread truck. Trucks for chippies, ones for brickies. Oh, and really big vans. We get your business sorted with roadside assist if your battery says nope. Downtime cover if this is your only hope. And motor cover if things don't go to plan.
G'day, mate.
That's insurance from the specialists. Truck Assist, it's what we do.
You come from the Pilbara, it's very daunting coming to Optus full stop, let alone coming out in the grass.
In my head at the start, I realised there was thousands of people watching me.
Was that scary or was that exciting?
It was quite both.
My young fellow was stoked as soon as he got the message. I've been bragging about it at school. It's been the talk of school. It's all about what might happen down the line because of moments like this. Football, but teammates and the way they bond afterwards is what it's all about.
This WAFL stream is brought to you by Truck Assist. Insurance to keep on earning. This WAFL stream is brought to you by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
Hi, Shell. Shell has high blood pressure, and the rising cost of living certainly doesn't help. Annie manages her diabetes with good nutrition, but fresh fruit and veg prices keep rising. And Jack has high cholesterol, but nothing is higher than his pet bills.
Stream is brought to you by Maxxis Tyres. Performance when it's wanted, safety when it's needed.
At Truck Assist, we only cover one thing. Specifically, trucks for landscaping, trucks for cabinet making, bed trucks. Smell that bread truck. Trucks for chippies, ones for brickies. Oh, and really big vans. We get your business sorted with roadside assist if your battery says nope. Downtime cover if this is your only hope. And motor cover if things don't go to plan.
G'day, mate.
That's insurance from the specialists. Truck Assist, it's what we do.
Maxxis.
To Pentanet Stadium. It's been a river of a game so far, despite the heavy weighting to one side of the scoreboard. The home side of that would be 13-5-83 leads 5-5-35 West Perth over Perth. Halfway through this one, it was a 10-goal second term between both sides. West Perth made up 6 of those. Perth made up 4 of them. Earlier today around the ground, South Fremantle 22-11, 143 defeat the West Coast WAFL side, who finished 8-7-55, and more around the grounds in just a moment. But it's been a terrific game so far. Both teams coming out onto the field now for their warm-up and heading to Revo Fitness Stadium earlier today. It was a 90-point victory for East Fremantle over Claremont. 21-9, 135 defeated Claremont 6-9-45. East Perth and Swan Districts played a close one at Sullivan Logistics Stadium, but it was the Royals who broke away in the end. 18-11, 119 defeated 11-16, 82. So 3 teams, the 3 victors today already, all raising the bat, and West Perth won't be too far off. They should do the same this half to close out this Saturday's WAFL action. I'll give you a few of the AFL scores because Fremantle played today, and so did the Eagles, keeping in the theme of West Australian football. Eagles didn't disgrace themselves at all. They played a good 2.5 quarters of footy. And then it was Sydney who broke away towards the end of the third term and completely in the fourth term. Harley Reid, absolutely outstanding for West Coast, and you can see why they decided not to split that pick. End of that game, 15-14, 104 Sydney, defeating the West Coast Eagles 11-12, 78. So 2 losses for the Eagles today in the WAFL and the AFL. That one in Mount Barker for gather round, and heading to the Adelaide Oval, the matinee game for the first of 2 at Adelaide Oval this afternoon. Western Bulldogs and Geelong are live now, but it was Carlton 10-13, 73. Getting up over Fremantle 9-9, 63. A seesawing affair which saw Carlton break away in the very late stages of the fourth term after trailing by 9 points. We're just about underway here at Pentanet Stadium. Cooley looks to be starting in the middle. Edwards will line up against Carter in the ruck. A half of footy to go as we close out all the action in Western Australia today. Six total games of footy today with the West Australian side prevalent in the game. Todd couldn't get the handball away, and he has taken Burn off the ball, but free kick wasn't paid. Todd clears it. Floating ball underneath its west. The sun has lowered behind the grandstand side now, so not giving them so much trouble between the edge of the commentary wing and left half forward. Over the top of Kernet and Canelio, out of bounds on the full. Canelio will take the free kick. Canelio with an inboard kick. Constable plays on. Good user of the footy, and that one just ended up making it to his teammate. Flicked out line for Chaplin. Chaplin sends it inside 50 and right underneath it. Who else but Gordon? Gordon sends the Falcons straight back out. Strong contested mark. Handball through to Nelson. Nelson on the burst. And marking is Scaife. Jasper Scaife's kicked 3 goals today. All 3 of them coming in the first term. Kicked 1 on debut last week. A prolific goal scorer in the reserves and Colts competition. And now the 19-year-old in his first season of WAFL footy, coming from the Quins Junior Football Club. He'll line up for his 4th of the day from 40 metres out, 45-degree angle at least. Jasper Scaife unloads. Troubled the goal umpire just a little bit too much. Through the right-hand side, Canelio will take the kick in. Canelio plays on from fullback, runs all of 20 metres. To the far side of the ground, off hands. Steaming through was Rundle. Did a good job there to keep it in bounds. Got hands away to Todd, who sends it straight back. Canelio underneath it, but it went through and it was marked by Keitel. Keitel with 2 today already, one of the many multiple goal scorers for this Falcons side in the first half of this contest. And this for his 3rd. This is within his range. It's a good kick off the boot, and it dropped just a metre short. It was fisted over the line by Scobel. Taylor on kicking duties. Chips it straight forward for Canelio. Jacob Canelio sends the kick out to the far side. Right half back, it's Austin Davis. Canelio, bit of 1-2, finds his way into the corridor. Got the handball away on the overlap to Davis. Davis to Brogan Henry. Brogan Henry floats a high ball inside 50, but no one was home. It took a bounce before it reached Clark. He's pressured, by Skender, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's cooled off significantly. It was 29 degrees and also slightly humid here earlier today. It's definitely dropped a few degrees as the sun goes down behind the grandstand here at Pentanet Stadium. In and over the top was West. Handball found Julian. Julian kicks it on the outside of the ball into a contest where it goes to ground and the umpire will have it. Clark's kick was smothered. Ball finds its way to the edge of the 50-metre line and potentially held without it. Yeah, held without it was Christian Carey, who did well to get the kick out of mid-air, all things considered. But Christian Carey, if he thinks he has the distance, will line up from about bang on 50 metres. He kicked 3 goals last year, 3 goals too. And this would be his first of this season. And again, would be the first goal of the term by Perth. He'll kick the first goal of the last 2 terms. Kick looked good off the boot, but stayed right and threw for a behind. Surging out from fullback, Bevan's underneath it. Strong mark. Looks for an option and finds it. Kick down the grandstand wing was nearly intercepted. It dropped down to Damarty, who throws it on the boot and it's turned straight over. Marked by Poole. Poole, the inboard kick into the corridor. No one was home. Scurrier recovered it, sends it forward, marking his Scaife. Keitel is an option at full forward. Scaife unloads for Keitel. Keitel underneath it, nearly takes the mark. Ball went down and before it reached Knott, trickled over the boundary line for a throw-in. Boundary throw-in deep in West Perth's attacking territory. Handball, tap went down. Pull, tackled straight away by Knott. Ball up. Handball over the top by Carter. Scoble's kick was smothered. Perth do well to recover though. Edwards, his kick was smothered. Thrown onto the boot by Nelson into the goal square. Touched and rushed over the line for another behind. Perth take the kick in. Constable clears it from defensive 50. Underneath it's Regan Clark in his 50th game of WAFL League footy. Ball in dispute. Chaplin, but it was taken away by Scurrier, who got the handball to Todd. Ball fumbling around the wing, but Meadows recovers it. Todd kicks it forward into open space, and this time the Demons recover. Preston Coates, his kick was smothered and over the boundary for a boundary throw-in. So a slow start here in this, the 3rd term. Nearly over 8 minutes gone. 11-8, 86 leads 5-6, 36. Rundle sends it to right half forward. Off hands over the boundary. Boundary umpire unfurls. Tapped down by Carter. Another kick smothered. Meadows did well. Todd. His kick smothered on the way through. Kernet collects. His kick smothered too, albeit accidental. Demons strong. Done well to clear it out of there. Canelio got the handball away. Now running with the footies. Bodle wrapped up in a tackle by Gordon and holding the ball. Great tackle, Gordon, and defensive stalwart in this side. He'll play his 100th in a few weeks, all things going well. Ball at the edge of the centre square. Kick forward, intercept marked by Hill. Daniel Hill, the young demon, sends it out to the near wing. Marked Kerry. Sent forward by Kerry. Intercepted by Pecoraro. Pecoraro will kick down the grandstand wing. Cooley. Handball away now to Manzoni. The don't argue. Hands to Cooley again. Kicked it forward. Free kick paid from where it was kicked. Now Chaplin sends it in and marked by Aaron Clark. So Clark will line up for his second of the day. 3 goals 2 last week on debut and 1 goal 1 here today. Just worse than a 45-degree angle, 30 metres out. Clark. It's a good kick and it's through for a goal, the first of the term for the Demons. 13-8-86 leads 6-6-42. Beautiful kick in from Chaplin and great courage there for the mark by Clark. So ball back at centre, here we go. Perth strike first in the second term. West got it. Managed to get the handball away. Nelson found Black, found Meadows. Floating kick to Shane Nelson, 5-time best and fairest. Finds Julian. Griffith Julian with the headband, sends it inside 50. Handball found Manzoni. And Perth doing well here. Canelio clears it from defensive 50. Underneath it and marking, strong mark, Bevan. Bevan to the right, left forward pocket. Handball from Keitel. Found Rundle. Rundle just cleared it. Sock it away and now the Demons recover. Shoveled out to Canelio. Ball went straight up the chimney. Floated forward and marked by Aaron Clark. Now Perth on the bounce. Floating ball inside 50. Marking Bodle. Bodle centred it. Constable nearly had it. And it's brought in by Cooley, who chips it forward, and uncontested and marking is Charlie Constable. Constable kicked a handful of goals in his short AFL career. 3 years with the Geelong Football Club and 1 with Gold Coast. Left the side and moved to Western Australia to play for the Demons at the end of last season. From 49 metres out, Charlie Constable. This would be his first goal as a Demon. It's through the right-hand side for a behind. The option found in Carter. West Perth doing well here as they chip it down the line. Aaron Black. Inboard to Hobley, who finds Scaife. West Perth guy on the horseshoe, Gordon. And kick to the grandstand wing underneath it, Cooper Todd. Todd inboard. Nearly found an option in Scurrier, who was taken without it. So Scurrier will get the free kick. Just over 15 minutes gone now. 13-86 leads 6-7-43. Scurrier sends it into the right forward pocket. Keitel working his way onto it, overran by Taylor, ball out of bounds. Slapped down by Carter. Damarty collects, throws it onto the boot, and through for another behind. So Taylor will take the kick in for the Demons. Chip forward for Constable. Hands away for Taylor. Outside's Canelio. Nearly brought in well. Handball got away. Now Perth through the corridor, but no one was there. Scurrier moves it out to the far wing, where he finds Scaife. Scaife went over the top of Carter and rolls out of bounds. It was a 10-goal second term. Only one to speak of in the third. Manzoni. He didn't get all of the kick, but now running with it is Byrne. Tried to evade Meadows, got the handball out. Back to Byrne. No one able to mark. Taylor comes in over the top of it. Got hands away, now ball sent inside 50. Spilt over the back of the contest, doing well to recover. It's Gordon. And West Perth rebound back out. Meadows underneath it in a one-on-one contest. And oh, good use of the body there, bumping Preston Coates over the line, who's on debut for the Demons. Chaplin and Carter. Tapped down convincingly by Carter to Meadows, but now it's taken away by Clark. Sends it to right half forward. Scooped up and sent inside 50 by Carey into a one-on-one contest. Not able to mark was Clark. Hobley clears. And it rolls out of bounds. Carter and Chaplin again contesting the boundary throw-in. Carter the more convincing tap, but it was to the advantage of Kettery. Sends it inside, attacking 50 for the Demons. Handball got out the back to Kemp, got hands away. Constable, little flick pass forward underneath it, marking his Hill. Daniel Hill, this is his 18th game of WAFL footy. Typically plays further down the ground. And this would be for his first league goal. Here's Hill. From 48 out, started right and stayed right, hits the right hand behind post, rolls into the right hand behind post, and for a boundary throw-in. So Hill's first WAFL League goal will be saved for another day. Or maybe later in this game. Ball rolls forward to the top of the goal square. Good tackle there from Scaria, but it's been paid a free kick. So after the free kick, Jack Bodle, who kicked a goal last week, playing in his third WAFL League game, will line up for a processional goal directly in front and straight through for Bodle. Perth have two this term, the only two of the term, but it's not been enough to close the gap. 13-9-87 leads 8-7 55, a 33-point margin here at Pentanet Stadium. And while Perth have been solid this half, particularly defensively, they're going to need a bit more if they want to work themselves back into this game as we reach time on in the third term at Pentanet Stadium. Saturday afternoon WAFL action on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au. The last game of the day today, but not the last game of the round. Subiaco and Peel Thunder face off 2:10 p.m. tomorrow at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. Handball got away to Constable, who sends it inside 50, and that's been marked. So it'll be another shot on goal for the Demons, this time through Jed Kemp. Kicked a goal last week, Kemp, in their win over Subiaco, and this would be for 3 straight in the term from the Demons, and might bring a little bit more life back into the away crowd. Jed Kemp. This would be 3 straight for the Demons. Started right, stayed right. Intercepted off the kick in from fullback by Thompson. Now Byrne, centering ball, marking is Sam Simpson. Simpson kicked 2 goals in the second term. Perth kicked the first 3 goals of that term, Simpson with 2 of them. This will be for his 3rd of the game, and 3 straight for the Demons. 48 metres out. Wheels around, distance wasn't a problem, but it's through for another behind. Falcons have taken their foot off the accelerator, to say the least, in this third term, but inconsistent attempts from the Demons, who have kicked 4 behind to 2. So they've kicked 2 goals, 4 in this second term. The only 2 goals of the term, but inaccuracy has kept the Falcons as leaders in this game. Ball sent back inside 50. Running onto it and accidentally, on purpose, soccering it over the line, Scurrier, who was pressured heavily by Byrne, and that was a push in the back, so no, it wasn't paid, but stiff not to be paid there. Oh, sorry, it was paid, but the other way. But now wheeling around, Simpson for a behind again. Straight away out of fullback by the Falcons. Scurrier marking. Cobley. Meadows couldn't mark. And just stay in bounds. Kick smothered. Sent back the other way now by the Demons. Underneath it. Was nearly brought in, but snapped around the body. Rolled through and through for the goal. Charlie Thompson. Kicks Perth's 3rd of the term. So 3 straight for the Demons. West Perth yet to score in this, the 3rd term. Skender not able to mark. Thompson collects it, kicks his 1st of the season. Edwards with the tap. West over the top of it. Found Meadows. Crowd want ball, they'll get it. Well, the away crowd, that is. As Simpson will kick. Simpson in his 2nd game of WAFL League footy. And it's taken straight away by Cooley. A centering ball to the top of the goal square, off a hand, and rolled through for a rush behind. Straight out from fullback, finding Black. Black plays on. And the siren sounds for a 3rd quarter which saw the Demons kick 3 straight. West Perth only staining the score sheet with 3 behinds. And really, as I said before, completely took their foot off the pedal, and the Demons unable to make them pay for some pretty inaccurate kicking. And we'd be in a much closer contest if not for that. 13-9-87 leads 8-11-59. We'll take a look at some of the leading ball getters. Shane Nelson has 24 for the Falcons. Connor West has 20. Scurrier on 18. On the other side, Charlie Constable has 23. Jack Cooley, too, with 23. Canelio with 22. If we take a look at the inside 50 count, West Perth remain efficient entering inside 50. 28 times they've gone in. They're 13-9. You can do the maths there for how efficient they've been. Perth have gone inside 40 times, and they're 8-11-59. Been a good game so far, despite the score. A bit of life sucked out of the ground, really, in that 3rd term. But really, if Perth can hit the scoreboard with some accurate kicking, This game is going to bust wide open, so stick with us for the fourth term. This is West Perth, who lead 13-9-87 to Perth 8-11-59. Saturday afternoon WAFL footy on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au.
This WAFL stream is brought to you by Maxxis Tyres. Performance when it's wanted, safety when it's needed.
At Truck Assist, we only cover one thing, specifically trucks for landscaping, trucks for cabinet making, bed trucks. Smell that bread truck. Trucks for chippies, ones for brickies. Oh, and really big vans. We get your business sorted with roadside assist if your battery says nope, downtime cover if this is your only hope, and motor cover if things don't go to plan.
G'day, mate.
That's insurance from the specialists. Truck Assist, it's what we do.
Maxxis Tyres. From an impressive heritage, tyres that deliver safety and performance on and off-road. Maxxis Tyres. Performance when it's wanted, safety when it's needed.
Punt from 50, win. Little too into the game, win. Too cocky, almost a win. Risking it all for the glory, win. It's win-win at the WAFL. Great footy, food and entertainment. Find out more at wafl.com.au.
Hi, Shell. Shell has high blood pressure, and the rising cost of living certainly doesn't help. Annie manages her diabetes with good nutrition, but fresh fruit and veg prices keep rising. And Jack has high cholesterol, but nothing is higher than his pet bills. That's why they save more money every year by getting their prescriptions from Chemist Warehouse. And you will too. Head online or look for our price list in-store to see how much you'll save. Chemist Warehouse, discounting prescriptions every day.
I love a sunburnt country. A land of sweeping plains, of ragged mountain ranges, of drought and flooding rains. When the lucky country isn't so lucky,
Lucky you're with Amy.
The stadium is the host. Draw the battle lines. You acknowledge your opponent on the field and in the stands. You hear that deafening chant. It's sometimes just one among the many. It's them that unites us. Bring them on.
This WAFL stream is brought to you by Truck Assist. Insurance to keep on earning.
Welcome back to Pentanet Stadium. Inaccurate kicking cost the Demons the chance to make their way back into this contest. They were the better side in the third term, but unable to capitalise. 5 behinds they kicked, so 6 rather. So 3 goals, 6 in that term. Plenty to go though, another half an hour of footy. It's a great atmosphere here at Joondalup as the sun sets over Pentanet Stadium. 13-9-87 leads 8-11-59. It's a 26-point margin. And the hard rock music just blasting all game to keep everybody on the crowd in their toes. No need for coffee. Carter tapped it down convincingly. Meadows got over the top of it. Manzoni got the handball away. Good job here by Hill. Straight through the corridor to Constable, who sends it right forward, where it's marked by Regan Clark. Clark inside 50, and a brilliant intercept mark again by Gordon, who seems to have tweaked something potentially on his right leg. Let's see how he goes, hobbling around a bit as the mark's taken by Connor West. Just a bit of a cramp, I think, there for Gordon, who's stretching out and seems to be fine now. So West continues play. Carter marks. Hands off to Nelson. Shane, that is, who finds Keitel. Keitel playing high up the wing. Plays on around the mark. Bit of dash from the big key forward, who sends it inside 50. Scapes underneath it. Didn't quite mark. Not from the boundary. That would have been a terrific goal, but it's gone out of bounds as it went across the goal face. Manzoni sends it forward for Carey, but great work there to break up the play by Dean Munns. Meadows. Julian sends it in the Keitel direction. Knott came steaming in. Kernet goes around the body. Touched on the line, through for a rush behind. Scaife battling with Poole. And Canelio will take the kick in, wearing the orange boots. Manzoni marks. Handballs it straight away to Simpson. Now the Demons dashing through the corridor. Davis just got hands away. Thompson. Clark to the top of the goal square, off hands and through for a rush behind. Rowan Scoria will run out from fullback for the kick-in. Hobley into a contest. Scaife went up for it. Cooley underneath it. Meadows there too. Meadows runs out of bounds. New lights installed here at Pentanet, and the West Perth club making the most of it with 2 night games in a row. Bursting out of the stoppage of Simpson. Inside 50. Mark wasn't taken. Big tackle by Nelson. Umpire will have it. Down by Carter. Nelson shoveled it out. West collects, breaks away from the stoppage and clears. One-on-one contest, free kick paid. And it will go the way of Jack DeMarty, who was battling there with Davis. Kick down the far wing, handball just got out to Scaife. Scaife sends it inside 50, one-on-one contest with Keitel. Ball spills over the back, shovels it out of there, running onto its Kernet, through for the goal. West Perth kicked their first since the end of the second term. Went goalless in the third term, stayed in the game due to 3 goals 6 kicked by the Demons, who will be ruining those chances at this point. Keitel's done brilliantly there, and so's Kernet, under heavy pressure from Taylor to kick the goal. And that's Kernet's second of the game. Tapped down by Carter. Sent inside 50 by Julian. Flyers go up for it. It spills over the back of the contest. Scaife in front, snaps around the body and through for another goal. Two straight for the Falcons in the opening stages of the fourth term. Over 6 minutes gone now. West Perth have 2 in a row to start the fourth term. 15-10, 100. Leads 8-12, 60 a 40-point margin. West Perth raising the bat. They're the 4th team today to score 100 points or more. South Fremantle scored 143 against the West Coast WAFL side, so still some work to do to reach down that milestone of the day there. Simpson over it. Got the handball away to Constable, who did well off one step to kick it inside 50. Spills over the back of the contest. And the Falcons' defence terrific there to recover the football. Cooper Todd didn't get all of the kick in the Julian direction. Now throwing it onto the boots, Chaplin. To the top of the goal square, nearly intercepted. Black recovers under a lot of pressure, got the handball out. Cooper Todd running with it, rebounds it from defensive 50. Kernet tried to go up, ended up with the footy himself though. Now Scaife running onto it, so too's not. Might be beaten by Cornelio, but not. Just manages to bring in the footy. Both hacking at it. They get it out of there. Not tried to sock it, but was blocked before he was able to. Handball over the top now. Finds Matt Taylor. He finds Catchard. Noah Catchard, a floating ball. Tried to find an option in Clark. Clark shoveled it out. And then now the Falcons recover. Scurrier. Rundle. Looking for a lead inside 50 and finds one in Keitel, who dropped the mark but throws it onto the boots. A bit of a mongrel kick, but it just bounces and it's touched on the line. Through for a rush behind. (13-11, 101). Leads 8-12, 60. Bursting through the corridor now, Perth. Thompson. 2-on-2 contests. Ball spills to ground. Gordon was there. Todd running onto the footy. Over the top of it. Collects it. Kicks it forward. Now Nelson. in the Damarty direction. Sends it inside 50. Keitel couldn't quite take the mark. Back to Damarty. Damarty sending it goalward, and it would have taken a kind bounce, but it hits the post. Ball out to the commentary wing. Manzoni, beautiful floating ball inside 50, and underneath it, marking is Clark. Decided not to give the handball away, and he'll line up for goal. So Aaron Clark kicked 3 in his debut last week, 2 today, just to match it. Shouldn't be too much trouble for him. And he'll take the kick from about 25 metres out. Clark, slide angle. And that's the Demons' first of the 4th term. And Clark's 3rd. Beautiful from Manzoni. Disposal leaders for the game, Shane Nelson up to 27, leading all comers. Constable and Cooley for the Demons have 25 each. Canelio also has 23. Connor West for the Falcons has 22. Scurrier has 21. Cut down by Edwards. Nelson is tackled. Shane Nelson. Taylor. Ball cleared by Scurrier. Kernet does well, just got boot to ball. Sock it out by Constable, handball away. Now the Demons running down the near wing. There's a good job there by Catchard, who sends it inside 50, one-on-one contest. Players converge on it. Handball just got out of there. Chaplin nearly had it. Clearing Skender. Handball out to West. Not running onto it with a head of steam, battling with Brogan. Henry, socket it forward, ball goes out of bounds. Oh, not thought that was still in. Just touched the boundary line. Edwards and Carter, West. Kermit marks directly in front. And Sasha Kernet will line up for his 4th of the day, and it would be 4 straight that he's kicked. Kicked a beautiful goal earlier in the game. That'll be one of the goals of the round from Kernet. And this will put West Perth up by a significant margin. Kernet directly in front. No trouble whatsoever. 16-12, 108 leads 9-12, 66. And West Perth's efficiency inside 50 remains. That's 37 times they've entered inside 50. They've stained the score sheet 28 times. The DJ at the crowd here keeping us on our toes. It was heavy metal before, and now Now some ASAP Ferg for everybody in the crowd. Julian underneath it. Couldn't bring in the mark. Made the tackle, and no one able to get it out of there. Umpire will have the ball. Constable got the supply cut off by Black. Not. Snaps it around the body. That's ended up being a beautiful ball inside 50, and an even better intercept mark by Preston Coates, who sends it out to the far side of the ground for Manzoni, a standout performer for the Demons today in terms of his impact on the game. Carey touched it, but it went out of bounds. And we've just got a player coming off the ground. I'll keep an eye on that. I'll get my statistician Fraser maybe to do it for me. West floats a ball to the edge of the centre square. Play on called. Demons shoveling it out as they find Canelio. Canelio recovers it back. Now running with it is Clark, who sends it inside 50. It spills over the back of the contest. Handball got out of there. Demons recover though. Centering ball would have been a beautiful spot to take a kick in front, but Meadows did well to recover. Rundle got hands away. Ball sent forward. And West marks. We'll keep an eye on that injury and tell you in the next stoppage of play, but that's Canelio, who dived out for the mark and wasn't able to bring it in uncontested. Perth play on. Cooley. Thompson. Switched out to the commentary wing, where it's taken in by Poole. Playing on is Davis. Davis running with it. The left foot stabbing kick. Good kick. And it's marked by Christian Carey. Let's see what he does here. If he thinks he has the distance. Looks like he does, so we take it from just about on the paint of 50, slightly better than a 45-degree angle. Sasha Kernet comes off the ground with his hand on the top of his left leg, but seems to be mostly fine. But here we go, Christian Carey to peg one back for Perth. Oh, and it started left, floated right, and has just hit the post. So Daniel Hill, the injured man, looked worse for wear when he came off the ground. Head in hands, looked a bit upset walking off the ground. But best of luck to Daniel Hill, and hopefully we'll see him out tonight, or next best next week. Meanwhile, ball trickles over the boundary for a boundary throw-in. It's a beautiful sunset here before at Pentanet Stadium. Sun's pretty much gone away now. Nelson put it on the boot. Ball in dispute on the far side of the ground. West got the handball out, so did Keitel. Not was brought over the boundary. Carter, the convincing tap. West Perth back inside 50. Damarty wrapped up in the tackle, nearly had the ball completely plucked out of his hands by Simpson. Preston Coates, probably. It's a 39-point margin that the Demons are dealing with as the handball goes off to Kerner, who sends it in the direction of Meadows. And now almost a 90-degree angle. He'll have to show some craftiness here, Luke Meadows. Already has one today. This will be for their 17th goal of the game. Puts it on the right. The check side kick sailed high across the face of goal. Perth play on from the kick in. Thompson marks. Thompson plays on, takes a bounce. Floating ball, intercepted by Gordon. Now, West. Out wide for Todd. Hobley. Directly to Bevan. West Perth slowing things down, but a kick mark. Julian. Ball off hands, out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So it's a 42-point margin, 16-13, 109, leads 9-13, 67. And it was a 10-goal second term, but I think the story of this game and what this hung on was the Demons' 3-6 to West Perth's small handful of behinds in the third term. A couple more accurate shots from Perth in that instance, and we'd have a much closer game on our hands. Meanwhile, brilliant work from Hobley, who puts it on the left boot. It was just short of the intended target, but the handball gets out to Damati. He flicks it over the top. Scaife nearly kicked his fifth, but it floats in the air and drops just short, and now through for a rush behind. Shane Nelson now has ticked over 30 disposals, 31 for him on the day, 23 of them kicks, not bad, 6 marks as well. Ball shot through the hands of Simpson, who goes down and looks a little bit ginger on the ground. We'll keep an eye on that. Nelson with the footy. Finds Mums. Looks like he's just cramped a little bit. Clark, and as he tries to run it off, Julian just lost it in the air there, and it was recovered by Davis, who stabbed it down the line. Mark was taken by Kerry directly underneath our commentary position, and Kerry started out of bounds and kicked it out of bounds on the full, but the umpire seems to have called for a boundary throw-in from where it came. So a boundary throw-in directly underneath our position. Tapped down by Edwards. Nelson over the top of it. Finds Munns. Handball out to West. West running with it. Tried to shoot it through for Keitel. Keitel will take a kind bounce. And was he pushed in the back there? Oh, to be stiff not to be, but play on. Shot through the corridor. Perth comes slingshotting out from defensive 50. Charlie Constable sends it to the top of the goal square. That would have been a great mark. It spills to ground and through for another rush behind. Scaria now. Munns. Julian. Now Nelson. Nelson, a long kick down the line. And using the body well was Munns. Bevan, rather. Bevan finds an easy inboard option in Nelson. And Nelson back to Munns. Kick forward to Julian, who's holding onto his left knee, but seems to be fine. A few cramps this game. Julian looking all good after he sends it forward to Carter, the big ruckman, marking. 37 hitouts in this game to his opponent Edwards' 27. Nearly had 50 hitouts last week as West marks. West sends it to the left forward pocket. It's off hands and goes straight through both Keitel and Knott and out of bounds. Boundary throw-in. Tap down, cleared by Davis. Over the back of the contest, brought in by Munns. Oh, and a big thumping tackle on Scott Nelson. And now Perth recover the footy. Constable just has to quickly dispose of it. And Cooper Todd will get the better of that. A floating ball forward, which is marked by Rundle. You'd almost think Rundle is going to back himself from here, but he's going to need to find a centering option. Kicks it to the top of the goal square. Spilt over the back to Keitel. Straight through for a goal. Keitel has three straight, mind you. Beautiful work there. Classy, waited it out. Through on the right, through for a goal. And the stadium DJ now turns to pop music. Who knows what's next? Some Mozart, maybe. Constable. Kerry, the other moustached slim player. Oh no, it was Constable. As the siren sounds at Pentanet Stadium, and it's a dominant victory for West Perth. They've won 2 straight.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of
5 multiple goal scorers for the Falcons. Kermit with 4, Scaife with 4, Keitel with 3, Bevan and Black had 2 each. Ben Johnson kicked a goal from about 50 metres out off a handball from Keegan Knott, and Luke Meadows managed to put one through as well. Dominant performances from many a player on the West Perth side. Shane Nelson leads all comers in this game with 35 disposals. Jack Cooley and Charlie Constable for the Demons had 30 each. Goal kickers for the Demons, Aaron Clark had 3. That's 6 in 2 games for the young man who debuted last week in their win over Subiaco. Sam Simpson with 2. A goal each for Bodle, Byrne, Davis and Thompson. But the story of the game will be that third quarter where Perth kicked 3 goals 6. They were unable to capitalise on the chances they had, while West Perth were barely able to stain the score sheet with a handful of behinds. It would have been a much different game had that gone slightly the other way. But it's West Perth victorious 17-14, 116 to 9-14, 68. That wraps up today's WAFL League action. These two clubs' Colt sides will actually play right after. But that will do it for the league action today. West Perth, the 4th team today to kick over 100 points, despite actually having the lowest margin for any winner of the day. Plenty more scores and stats and facts for you to check out on the WAFL website. But for now, Luke Worthington signing off from Pentanet Stadium. It's West Perth victorious over Perth by 48 points. Thanks for joining us for WAFL Saturday afternoon footy on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au.